car. Got all of the battle scars in the world. It has seen some things. All these battle scars on it, still kicking. Still one of the best cars I've ever driven, if not the best. I'm gonna miss this setup. Definitely a little warm. Nice and steamy. So, welcome to the video. It's probably about time I explain what we're doing. Today, our current goal is to get the motor out of the car. What we've done so far is we drained all the ethanol out of it and put some pump gas back into it. Now, as you just saw, working on getting the coolant out and just getting the thing ready to get taken out of the car. So today we got the whole family here except for my sister, who you might have seen a few times before. We'll be busting some tail, hopefully have this thing out of the car by tonight. So far, as you can tell, already got the front end stripped down, car's up in the air, should make life a little bit easier. And yeah, figured that maybe I'll stop making some track videos for a change and show y'all what's going on behind the scenes. The fun part, snaking this out of here while holding the camera. That helps. Yeah, so never really before seen on YouTube, but here's the hot side of the intercooler piping, taking the cold side off in a minute. When building these, we went with just making the whole thing in one section just to make it a little easier, but as you can tell, makes it a little harder to get it out of the car. Interesting method to get the coolant out, but started the cycle all over again. Making some more progress. As you can see, you got the intercooler off and the radiators out, so making some more steps towards getting this thing out of the car. And for those of you who don't know by now, this is a 1JZ that I do have in my car. Some of you might not know that who don't follow me on other platforms. So yes, 1JZ swap in this car with a CD09 transmission out of a 350Z. And I've been driving on this setup for about 2 years now. But today, like I said, our goal is to get the motor out of the car for the first time in those 2 years that it's been in. And, you know, obviously if you've been watching this channel, you've seen that most of my videos have taken place at the track. And so, first time making a video at the shop, I'm gonna try to keep this entertaining for y'all, but just testing the waters and seeing what I can do with this. Failed at this game with the coolant. Let's see if I can get this off without soaking myself. Oh, pause! 3, 2... Success. Only a little bit. That's true. Usually you want to line that up. Got the eyeballs off the car, as well as the oil cooler and a few pieces of the front end frame, which for those of you who are wondering, it is a Cage Kits front end. They sell a conversion where essentially you chop this part of the factory metal and everything from that point forward becomes the tubing that you see here. And for processes like this, it just makes life a whole lot easier. Well, I got the downpipe and exhaust off while my dad's been making some more progress up top. When I took the exhaust off though, I felt like a stance boy because of all the scrapes across the bottom of it. However, probably didn't get them the way I'm supposed to. I owe most of them to Summit Point's carousel turn if I had to guess. I've fallen off of that thing more time than I can remember. But I'm working more under the car, gonna get the drive shaft off and just keep making more progress. Got the drive shaft out, just making more progress, getting more and more things done, getting closer. Show y'all our little system for parts that have come off of the car. Basically just everything is getting thrown in our trailer for now. Just temporary storage until either we find a better place to put it or maybe it just stays in here until it goes back on the car. But as you can see, the pile's getting pretty big. So as far as what's left to be done, we have to disconnect the transmission from the car, take off the shifter, and we're also going to have to disconnect the wiring harness so that it can come out with the motor, which means taking off the dash, ECU, and then we're going to be able to unplug everything from that. Hopefully another hour or two of work and we'll have this thing out of here. After spinning a while upside down under here, it looks like a mess now, forget my spaghetti noodles, but got the computer disconnected, pulled the harness through the firewall, and got pretty much everything ready to go, and the motor's almost ready to get out of the car. Setting up the stand now, and hopefully should have this thing out here shortly. All right, and to avoid this process, because I'm not looking forward to it, let's do a little bit of YouTube magic, and I missed. Try that again. And just like that, totally didn't miss the first try, but yeah, she's out. It wasn't too bad of a process. Usually coming out is the easier part and going back in is the fun one, but somewhat of a long day, but we did it. Some of you guys might be wondering, why now would I pull out this motor when I've had it in the car for over 2 years now and have had 0 issues? Well, that answers the first question, is does it have any issues? No, the engine is still perfectly fine, and honestly not 100% sure what I'm going to do with this block. I might sell it, I might keep it as a spare, or you know, maybe use some of these parts for my daily, which if some of you don't know is a JZX90 with a 2JZ. So that's pretty cool. Have some spare parts for that. But the reason we're pulling this motor out, I'll show you guys in a little bit, it's pretty cool. Well, I said I would show you later, and I guess later is now. This is why we have pulled the motor out today. This right here is a built 2JZ block that I will run next year. This block was built by Jay with RS Garage, and if you know, you know, this thing is going to be rowdy for next year. We're keeping the original head. See you later to the block. We're going to be going 1.5 JZ next year. Big reveal. We've told a few friends before, but for those of you who haven't known the plan, here we go. Now, this is quite a crazy sight. Last time I saw the car like this, without a motor in it, without a trans in it, completely stripped down, it was about 2 years ago, I think now, and I can put a picture of that here. As you can see, quite the difference. Hopefully, with this being done, this is the first step in making this car even better than it ever has been before. Got everything loaded up in the back of the truck. Getting ready to take everything home and get everything set up in the garage. For now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this video. If you've been watching this far into the video, I appreciate you. Please let me know in the comments if you like this style of video, if you prefer to see more just racetrack stuff, or if you like seeing behind the scenes. I'd love to hear all the feedback. And for now, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.